Welcome to our weekly maritime vlog. I'm Corey Ransom with International Maritime Security Associates. This week, we are giving you updates on some big things that are happening with crew changeouts. Over the past few weeks, we have been talking a lot about the COVID-19 and its effects on the maritime industry. This disease and worldwide pandemic is affecting every aspect of the maritime industry. When you look at cargo operations, cruise ship operations, large yachts, port operations, trucking, rail, logistics, the entire global supply chain and what's happening is being affected. One of the major issues that continues to develop and is continuing to become a greater and greater problem worldwide is issues with changing out crew members aboard the cargo ships, the cruise lines, and even in some cases into the large yachts. So there's been a lot of work by a number of agencies and the IMO over the past few weeks to try to work with member states and countries to be able to facilitate crew changeouts. A couple of weeks ago, the IMO put out a circular, and it's circular letter number 4204 Ad 14. We'll have a link to that in the comments section down below that addresses this change-out issue. Now, the ITF, which is the International Transportation Workers Federation, and the Joint Negotiating Group have come out in support of what the IMO is doing. They're both part of and work with the IMO. This was put together with the input of a number of organizations. So hopefully, as we start to see the relax of some travel restrictions, that crew changeouts will be able to be facilitated. And I think that's the hope of this letter is to really have member countries look at the facilitation of crew changeouts. And these crew changeouts are not easy. They're extremely complex under normal circumstances to be able to facilitate when you look at moving hundreds of thousands of crew members around the world to join cargo ships, to join cruise ships, and to join large yachts. It's a big logistical movement to be able to try to get that done. So in essence, what this letter does in the support with the ITF and the JNG is basically saying that they're issuing a framework for protocols to allow up to 30 days starting on May 15th to ensure safe facilitation of crew changeouts take place. So basically, contracts for shipboard personnel will be extended until June 15th, but at that point, the organizations, along with the IMO, are really pushing to facilitate crew changeouts. And why this is important is we're looking at crew members who have had to extend their work terms on some of these ships, again, cargo, cruise line, and large yachts, now coming 2 or 3 months past their dates. This is causing a very high level of stress for the personnel who are on board the ships working, because at this point they don't know when they're going to be able to rotate off to go back home. It's also causing a large level of stress with personnel who are at home waiting to join the ships because they're not getting paid while they're at home. So this is becoming a very big issue. Unfortunately, over the past couple of weeks, we've seen the number of suicides with crew members start to tick up. Last week, we did a vlog about crew member mental health with some resources for crew members, and this is becoming a bigger and bigger problem. So much so that it could potentially start to put some cargo vessels out of service until crew member changeouts can be facilitated. This is a very complex issue. We get questions about this, so I'm going to briefly try to explain some of the issues. So there's multiple factors that are taking place here. So you have to work with the cargo operator and managers of the ship as far as scheduling to determine what ports they can facilitate the crew changeout, number one, but also number two, are there even commercial airline flights available to get crew members in and out of those ports safely? Number three, what are the quarantines and the restrictions on inbound and outbound crew members? In some places, it's not easy to facilitate the crew change because of current country restrictions in that country where the crew changeout is gonna take place. And number four is just the cost of logistics to be able to make all of this happen. And it's not easy to be able to do it. A few weeks ago on the vlog, we had Tim Davey on from Global Marine Travel. We'll have a link to their company site down below. If you have questions on travel internationally to do crew changeouts or any international travel, these guys are the experts. We work with them, really enjoy working with them. They have great customer service, but they're the experts and understand what travel regulations and restrictions are in place around the world. So make sure if you have questions on that you reach out to them. We're going to continue on this vlog to follow this story to see as the next 30 days unfolds if the travel restrictions for crew members will be relaxed in some areas of the world, but also if we'll start to see some of that airline capacity get put back into the system so that crew members can get from their home to the ship and ships back to their homes. Thanks for joining us today. We really appreciate all the viewers that we have on the channel. Make sure you subscribe to this channel so you get notified when we post new videos. Hit that like button for all the content that you enjoy on this channel. Make sure you connect to us and join the conversation in our social media, detailed in the banner above and also in the comments section below. If you have questions when it comes to maritime security, maritime risk management, or maritime regulatory compliance, don't hesitate to reach out to the experts here at IMSA because we're always happy to steer you in the right direction.